Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, before we start, I'm going to show you how to cut and sew this beautiful dress. So let's start. In this tutorial, I'm going to use two material, this lace material and Ankara. So the full length is 56 inches. 56 inches. This is going to be the down and the Ankara is going to be the up. So Ankara is 16 inches half. The half length is 16 inches. That is under bust, 16 inches. So I'm going to remove 16 inches from this one. The Ankara is 16 inches. So I'm going to remove 16 inches. Then I place my tape here because the Ankara is going to start from here up. So 16 inches. Then I measure 56 inches plus allowance for sewing. 1 inch for allowance for the sewing or the hemming. I mark. Under bust, that is the half length. Other bust is 40 inches. 40 divided by 4 will give me 10 inches plus 2 inches for that and sewing. 2 inches will now give me 12. 2 inches plus 10 inches will now give me 12 inches. This 12 inches. I'm going to mark. Hip is 50 inches. 50 divided by 4 will give me 12.5 inches. So this 12.5 inches plus the remaining 1.5 inch for sewing. Then the bottom here is, I'm going to leave it 11, sew it 11 inches. That is divided by 2. 22 inches divided by 2 will give me 11 inches. So I'm going to add 1.5 for the sewing. Then you mark. So I'm going to cut. This is the front. This is the front. So I'm going to cut the back. So this is the back. I just fold into 2. The back, I'm going to place the front on top before I mark my zip allowance. So you place it like this. So this is the zip allowance. This is about almost 3 inches allowance. So I'm going to cut. After I finish cutting, I'm going to mark the back like this. So I'm going to cut this zip side. So I just finished cutting. The back is separate, so you don't need to cut the front. So this is the top, and I'm starting with the back. I'm going to remove 6.5 because this one I'm going to add this one to lap like this. This one is going to be the neck area, this lace. Then this one is going to be on top. So I'm going to remove 6.5 inches. Like this, 6.5 inches. This one is going to be the 6.5 inches. Then the half length is 16 inches plus 1 inch for sewing. I mark zip allowance 2 inches. So from 6.5, the one I minus to this place is 10 inches, 10.5. This is the bust. Bust is 44 inches. 44 divided by 4 is 11 inches plus 1.5 inch for sewing. So under bust is 14 inches. 40 divided by 4 is 10 inches plus for that 1.5. So I'm only going to cut this way down after I finish adding that before I place it on this lace. So let me just cut this one, and I'm going to sew. I'm going to show you. I'm going to sew it on top of this lace, but first I'm going to cut it like this. So I'm going to cut the front. This is the back I just finished cutting. So you remove the allowance for zip like this. This, then you cut. So before I cut the upper one for this Ankara, I'm going to first cut the sleeve. I'm going to start with 4 inches. I folded into 4 and place my tape on the tip here. Measure 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. So I'm going to see if it's enough for 10 and a half. The armhole, I'm going to leave it 10 and a half. So I'm going to see, not at all. So I'm still going to add like 6 inches, 6 inches, 6 inches. So let's see. No, still need more inch, like 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half. More than enough. So let me measure 7 inches. 7 inches. I'm using 7 inches to cut the armhole. So 7 inches. This is 10 and a half. I'm using 7 inches. So this way, this place is going to be under the arm, like the side of the arm. This is 7 and a half inches. 8 and a half inches. 10 inches. 10 inches. Let me leave it 13 inches. 13 inches is this length of the sleeve. $12 inches. 11 inches. 10 and a half and 8 and a half. Like this. So I use 7 inches for the armhole. Is the sleeve. So I'm going to place the Ankara on top. This is folded into 4. Then I'm going to place So remember, I removed 6.5 inches from the top. So let's see if this one is up to 6.5. So this is 6.5, but I'm going to add 1 inch for the sewing of the shoulder so that it will fall in place. So I'm going to leave it 7.5 like this. So this is how it's going to be, but I'm still going to, before I sew it on top this, I'm going to add that on this very one before I sew it on top. So I'm going to first of all arrange it properly before I go to the machine and sew. Shoulder is 15 inches. If you divide 15 inches by 2 will give you 7.5. Shoulder is 15 inches. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. So I'm going to add ½ inch for sewing, which will give me 8 inches. So it's going to be like this, but I'm not going to cut it now. I have to finish the sewing of this very one. I'm going to add that before I place it on top. So after doing that, I'm going to cut the neck. The neckline is 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. I'm going to use ½ inch to cut the back. I'm going to use 3 inches to cut the front. I'm going to add turtleneck, but first I'm going to add that on this Ankara before I place. Then after I place it, before I measure the neck, how many inches I'm going to use for the turtleneck before I cut. So let's go and start preparing this Ankara. So I measure from here, from the middle here. You can see I notch this place from here to here. I'm going to take 4.5 inches. From here to here is 4.5 inches. So I'm going to add that. going to use 1¼ to start the top dart. It's curve. I start from here, then sew here down. I'm going to do the same on the other side, this side. Take 4½ from here before you start the darts. Four and a half. The back, I'm not going to curve the way I curve the front. As you can see, the front looks like bust tube. It bust tube, bust pads. You can call it bust pad, bust tube. So the front is curved, but I'm not going to sew the back like that. I'm going to sew the back straight, because back doesn't have breast, so it's only the front I add breast tube. So for the back, I leave 4 inches from the notch where I notch here. This way I'm going to place my zip from here to here, 4 inches, then sew with 1 inch. The same with the other side. So this is the front. As you can see, it's breast too, the way I sew it. The back, so I'm going to cut the shape of the front. I'm going to do the same to the lining. So I'm only going to cut the lining like this. I'm going to sew and I'll be back to show you. Bless you. I'm going to also add that on the front and the back. After adding that, before I place, measure, remove ½ inch for sewing, then measure 6.5 inches. Then you place and sew gently. Make sure it's on the middle like this. You can iron, so this place give you the under, give you the middle, so before you place on top and sew. After adding that, I'm going to add that on the front and the back. start from the point here. I'm going to cut the flag. So it's already cut the front flag. This is the front flag. So I'm going to cut the back. So I fold my material into 4, just like this. I fold the front into 4, like the way I'm doing to the back. So this point here, I place my tape. I measure 8 inches, 8 inches, 8 inches, 8 inches. So the side, the length is 10 inches, which is from where I mark down here, 10 inches. The back is going to be a little bit longer than the front, maybe like 3 to 4 inches. So this is the side. After cutting, this is going to be the side of the front and the back. So when I cut, I will open here. I'm going to cut here open, then join the side together. It will now give me 2 like this after cutting it, like this one, and this other side. So this is going to be the back all through here. Although this one I'm cutting now is the back, but the side is different. The side of the front and the back has to be the same measurement. It has to be, so the back might be longer, but it has to be the same on the side, the measurement. So I'm going to measure 10 inches here. Then this place is 10.5 12 inches. If I place my tape here, is 14 inches, almost 14. That is 13.5 from this longer, from this back. This is where I'm going to place my zip. This very back, this place is where I'm going to attach zip. So this almost 14 inches. So I'm going to measure it. This point and this point is the same. So yeah, this is also 14 inches. That is the other side, and this side 14 inches. 14 inches. 14 inches, like this. And this place is also going to be 14 inches. Let me cut this side, so it's easy for me to cut, to mark 18 inches. 8 inches, 8 inches, 8 inches, 8 inches. So this place and this place, they are the same. 8 inches here, 8 inches, 8 inches, 8 inches, 8 inches, 8 inches, 8 inches. So this is the side I'm going to cut now. So this is almost 14 inches, 14 inches, 14 inches, 14 inches, 14 inches. Like this. So I'm going to cut. I'm going to raise one side up to cut 14 inches. So the 14 inches is going to continue here. Until it gets to 10 inches. You can see I place the front, the first one I cut on top, the back. This is the back, this is the front. So I'm going to cut the waist the same, but back is more longer. It's only the side that is the same, the side. So after cutting, I'm going to cut the side of it. So let me first cut the waist. So this is it, and this is the side. And I'm also going to cut this side, which is going to be the zip side. So I have this one, two pieces, and the front is just one pieces. So it's like this. This is the side, and this is the front, this is the back. This is the back. So cut the, if you have gum stay, you can just cut the same with the main material and lining. I don't have gum stay at home, but I have this thick material. This one is very thick, like gum stay. After cutting, I'm still going to cut lining on it. So just do that the same way I cut the back and the front with the gum stay and lining, or if you have thick material at home. So the down, you also cut the lining the same, but the main material is a little bit longer than the lining. Cut the same. This is the back. So if you don't have overlock machine or weaving machine, whatever you know it as, I know it as overlock and weaving machine. If you don't have it, this is how I normally do to any material or clothes I make. So I always sew it like this, then bring it up. After sewing it and bringing up like this, I will iron. So after ironing, I will sew the two of them like this. This is the side now, for example. This is the back where I'm going to place my zip. So after ironing it properly, very neat, then I will just sew, measure the waist, the hip, and sew. So you can see this place is not rough because I sew it inside. Also with the front, this is the back, this is the front. So I finished sewing it. See, I just finished sewing. Little bit long. The main material is a little bit longer. So this is it. So let's go and start to sew after cutting the lining and the gum stay or whatever thick material you have at home. Finish cutting the lining and the thick material. So I'm going to start to sew by finish ironing this also, the front and the back. I'm going to leave some allowance, some inches from the back. This is the back of the gown, the bottom. So I'm going to leave like 5 to 6 inches on the back, because I'm going to place my zip here attached to the up. So I'm going to sew from 5 inches or more. Let me leave it 6 inches. So I'm going to sew down all the way and leave some space for slits. There's going to be slits on the back. 14 inches. I'm going to leave from where I just end my sewing down here 14 inches for the slit. So I'm going to turn it like this and sew. So I'm going to open. So this is where I end the slit, the sewing. So I'm going to sew down here. It's about 2.5 inches from here to here. 2.5 inches, the allowance. 2.5 inches here. So I'm going to sew down. This is where I end the sewing. I'm going to sew it down on top this material here. So I finish with this. I'm going to join the two sides. Take the measurement of the waist, the hip. But before I do that, I'm going to add that, the back and the front. After adding that, then I will sew the two sides. So I just finished sewing the two sides for zip. Finish sewing the two sides. Then I'm going to hem the bottom. The next thing is to hem the sleeve. Finish hemming the sleeve. So I'm going to fix the sleeve on the arm, the body. I'm going to fix the sleeve on the both sides. After doing that, then I will now sew the turtle on the neck, the sleeve on the shoulder, then hold with pin. So I'm going to sew all through to this point. Finish joining the shoulder and the sleeve together. So I'm going to sew this side. This is the sleeve. So I'm going to sew, measure the bust in the waist. So this is the one I'm going to use for the turtle. It's 1.5. This is the middle where I notch. So place it on the neck like this, pin, then sew and ridge it. So I'm going to sew. You sew it round to the other side. This way I'm going to place my zip. So but I'm just sewing it together with it. After sewing, I will fold. I'm going to prepare the flare. So this is the main material in the middle, the lining and the thick material. So place it like this. This is the down. I'm going to sew all through. This is the first side. After sewing this side, I'm going to sew the second side. This is the back of the flare. This is the front. So after I finish sewing, I'm going to iron and trim the excess from it. I finish joining the down, match the down, then this is the other side. So what I'm going to do now is to join the two sides. I'm going to join the side here. I'm going to sew here. So I'm going to sew it on the waist. The next step is to sew on the waist. So I have already prepared the up, the turtleneck. I'll fix it, the sleeve, sew the side, two sides together. So the next thing now is to join the gather. When I finish joining the gather, then I will now join the down, that is the lace. But I'm first of all going to join the gather, the flare. I'm going to join the flare before I join the lace on the under. So this is the top, the flare. The flare is going to be like this because it's the one that is going to show. So then the lace will not be on top like this. So this is the top. This is the center. I'm going to pin it on top. This very one here. So I'm going to add planes like this. until the side. This is the side. Then place it on the side like this. Okay. So you sew it like this. Look at the way it's falling. So this is how I'm going to sew it round. Also with the back, I'm going to sew it like that, flinting on it. So I'm going to show you back when I'm done sewing it. Just finish with the top. I'm going to sew this. So I'm going to join this. Always remember to notch so you know where to place the middle or the side. This is the side. I'm also going to join it on the side here. So I'm going to join it here. I'm going to sew it round. After sewing, it will now fall like this and on top like this. So I will show you when I'm done sewing everything. After that, I'm going to fix my zip attached to the down. I'm going to sew when I'm done fixing the zip, sewing this side. I will show you. So this is the finished look, the back, the side, and the front. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And see you in my next video. Bye bye.